Here's Nowitzki. Garnett right up on him. Nowitzki the drive, puts up, shot, it's good, and a foul. Dirk Nowitzki with a tough shot.
Fans on their feet. 5, 4, win for the win. Got it.
Wow, that's pretty good for a 7-footer. This is very impressive.
And he got it to go. Blake Griffin. And I believe he can fly.
Sometimes it's real.
Let's hear it for Dallas Mavericks GM and President of Basketball Operations, Donnie Nelson, kind enough to take time to join us.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Well, Donnie, I think congratulations are in order. You're Dallas Mavericks. I know you're aware. NBA champion, so how about that? Congratulations.
I appreciate
How does
that.
it feel to the orchestrator of that team? It all came together last year for you. Just talk about that run and putting those pieces together to get an NBA championship.
I think the biggest inspiration was, every Little League coach across America could look up to us and say, you know what, you don't have to be the most talented. You don't have to be able to jump through the gym. If you do it the good old-fashioned way with teamwork, moving the ball, dedication to defense, that you can actually win a championship.
Talk about yourself, playing overseas. When your career you got to play overseas for a little bit, and you actually played against Sarunas Marciulionis. And just talk about being overseas and seeing some of these guys and really being an innovator and bringing some of these international players to this game.
After college, I went to Wheaton College for 4 years, Billy Graham's alma mater, and after I graduated, actually during college, my mom talked me into playing on this team called Athletes in Action. We went overseas, and I really bucked it as a freshman. And we went to South America, and I tell you, for 4 weeks, we had just life-changing experiences. It was not just the opportunity to share your faith, but it was playing in different cultures in different countries and taking midnight rides in the Andes Mountains, and the whole team getting Montezuma's revenge, and which was a little messy, but luckily it was the last day. But no, and you walked away with these incredible lifelong experiences that were just things you couldn't learn in a classroom. So I did that for 4 straight years. My last year, we went to the former Soviet Union, which was a completely eye-opening situation. It was like taking our country that we have here and turning it completely upside down. We enjoy the freedoms of, every freedom that you can imagine, and then you go behind the former Iron Curtain and you understand that all these things that used to be churches have now been turned into museums. And they can't walk and talk and do what they want and say what they want in public and such. And it was, I tell you, really, if you've seen the movie Killing Fields, okay, that will tell you how something as great as a free nation can get reduced to nothing with the C word, okay, communism. And it was a shocker to me. I happened to match up when I was back there. We played against the Soviet junior team, and then I had the privilege of matching up against this guy named Sarunas Marciulionis, who they called the Tank.
Yeah, pretty easy cover for you.
And I held him to 40 that night.
Good job, yeah, that's nice.
But no, his career took him on to being one of the best players in the world, and mine took me into the scouting field, and then he later on joined us with the Golden State Warriors, and he was actually the first athlete to break through the Soviet Iron Curtain to be able to sign his own contract and not have to go through the Soviet Intersport, which was basically it was a legalized slavery situation, because 90% of the money that went was supposed to go to the athlete went actually to the Big Red Machine. So he broke through that system. And in fact, if you're a movie buff, there's a movie. This is my selfless plug. There's a movie called Another Dream Team, which is a story about this entire thing. We just got through the Sundance Film Festival, and you should really watch that. As an American, you need to watch that because it tells you just how incredibly fortunate we are to have the freedoms that we do in this country today.
All right, well, hey, Donnie Nelson, 10 straight years they've made the playoffs. 10 straight years they've won 50 or more games. That is pretty impressive in the NBA. Let's hear it again for GM, Vice President of Basketball, Donnie Nelson. Thanks so much. Simon?